Okay, so today, because a lot of you are new, so what I've decided to do is a 5 minute sadhana. But before we get into this sadhana, I want to explain some things, okay? And it'll be quick. And then we'll do a quick sadhana. That way you can start working up to a longer sadhana. I should have moved this. I have to like connect through Instagram on my phone. Sorry, I'm going to mess this up a little bit because I'm trying to make a little place for my phone because I keep looking at all these different screens. There we go. Now I'm crooked, but I'm on here. Okay. so, um, anyway, so I wanted to start out with a little bit of a slower start for those of you who are newer to this. Um, Here's the deal. When you hear me say these things, like I have said before, especially if you hang out after the sadhanas where I kind of just talk a little more, um, there's a beauty of being present. And you can do this whenever you want. You can do sadhana, breath practices, all that brings you present immediately just through your breath. And you can do it wherever and whenever. And if you are like having fears, anger, anything like that, these things are helping program you. So that way, when those things arise, you cope with them and deal with them differently instead of dumping a bunch of toxins in your body. It also clears your mind so that you can think more clearly and respond more correctly. So when you can have fears in the future and you can have regrets in the past, but in the moment, in the present moment, you can look real deep into the moment and it is perfect. Now, it's a little bit confusing depending on who you are and what you're looking at. But the reality is it is perfect, right? Right in this moment. What is missing? Think about it. If you're alive, nothing is missing right in this moment, right? You have to imagine in those moments and look into the concept of time, a subjective observation of things coming together in this moment, right? The resolution of the reality of what they are and what they are not. You can see the vibration, like a string of music, a vibration of when you see water moving, like on a still lake or a violin, right? You can see the string vibrate. You can see the water ripple, and you can translate it into the present. It's there, and then it's gone, and it's not, right? Because it's that present moment. When you go deeper and deeper, you realize that time doesn't really exist, to be real. So the in the current moment, it is always perfect. And that is why you want to walk through meditation. You want to focus on that time between steps. And in between these times, you want to be observing and you start seeing time differently, right? It slices. And then you go deeper and deeper. And you become like this amazing, powerful observer of the moment. And then what happens is as you continue to ascend and experience more things, you don't have that fear that can stop you from connecting with the universe. You don't have that fear of needing to understand. You accept observation. You accept what you're seeing because you're in the perfect moment and you control that through your breath. Think of like anything in the past or a present, right? Being completely present now, these decisions are so much easier to do when you have a clear mind. And when you bring in the past, then you become anxious, upset, angry. Even when you're looking at the future, it can be that way, right? You can just panic over the future. And it's not bad to have these emotions, but if you can control them through your breath instead of dumping toxins in your body, and if you can also control it so that it's helping your spiritual growth, that's a great thing. right? You want to get to this point where you're just like in bliss, like absolute bliss. That's why like a lot of things like with the yoga and the meditation, I call it blissing out because it is like you get like so happy, but you have to like train yourself. And anytime you start losing your bliss, you can just bring yourself back to it. That's it. And every situation, all you do is follow your true north. So I know that like it's not necessarily the most popular thing, right? People love drama. You only have to like turn on the news or plug into social media to hear that. I mean, gosh, even watching something on like YouTube or Hulu or Netflix or Amazon, like whatever you watch, right, is so much drama. Everything is drama. And it's that constant like of emotions. And then people will comfort each other. And then there's this happy ending, right? But you don't even have to take that ride if you're observing it, right? And you don't have to, or True Southwest. Yeah, yeah. That's funny. The true, I'm sure you know. I'm like, Polly, you're funny. But the true north is your truth, right? Following the North Star or following the north to your destination, the true north of you. So, but that is funny. Um, but if you think about this, like when people aren't well, and like, for example, like I haven't been well, but I like kind of keep it to myself. Some of you have noticed because I've dropped the ball on a couple things, but at the same time, like I'm not like going around and spreading all of this, like, oh, woe is me, everything is miserable, and having like this really weird, hey, Ginger Snap, hey, hi, this really weird pity party, right? I'm like happy. I'm so happy. Thank you. I am feeling better. Ginger Snap just messaged. She hopes I feel better. Yes, it's a journey. But if any of you were, well, those of you who were in the backstage of the fireside, like it was in my chart. I already knew I was going to have some medical problems. In fact, I was going to leave for India. And the whole reason I did it is because I was like, oh, maybe I was probed to go to India to look at my chart to see if now was a good time to travel. And it turns out I'm going to have a medical situation. I need to stay home. So I did. And I'm really glad. And it all worked out great. But that's the way the universe works, right? So, anyways, back with the sadhana, you just don't want to be miserable and you don't want to be around other miserable people, right? Like you want everything great and good and joyful and blissful. And just realizing everything is not perfect is a great start, right? A beautiful garden on the surface is beautiful. But when you look closer, you can see that some of the plants have died. You can see that bugs have eaten away, that there's decay. Something's not as beautiful as it was. That's the circle of life, right? You can always be perfect on the inside. Your true north isn't always perfect, like this amazing reality. You're in this body now. And during this, oh, hey, Brandy, hi. You're in this body now, in this present world now. And like, as you're here in this, like, just be so grateful. Grateful that you have your breath that controls your body, that controls your mind. You have your intuition in your heart. You have these abilities to ascend and experience so much bliss. So I just wanted to say all of that before we started sadhana today. And like I said, I'll make shorter sadhanas and we'll work up to the 20 minutes for those of you who are having a harder time with the 20 minutes. I know I just jumped into the 20 minutes when I started. And yeah, it was a little bit of a hard time. I'm a very hyperactive person. So I was like, you want me to sit here for 20 minutes and not think? That's not happening. But now I'm like, sadhana, I gotta go. And I do it a couple times a day and it's wonderful. So now that I've talked about being present, let's go ahead and get present, right? Go ahead and sit back, relax, close your eyes or lay down, but close your eyes. And I want you to start focusing on your breath. Being here and now in this wonderful moment. Feeling this breath coming in and out. Let your body become heavy. Relax your shoulders. Let them just drop. Have your breath come in and fill your whole chest and abdomen. Feeling this life and vitality coming in you and all through you. Filling your amazing body with everything it needs right now in this moment. Let your mind become calmer. Let the thoughts just start dissipating while you focus on your breath. How it feels coming through your nose, the back of your throat, the rise and fall of your chest and abdomen. Nurturing yourself and loving yourself to have this moment now. For the next few minutes, think to yourself on your inhale, I am aware. And on your exhale, I am present. If your chest gets tight, change your breathing pattern. Let it flow naturally. I am aware. I am present. On your next inhale, take a deep breath in, hold, and release. Take another deep breath in, hold, and release. Palms together in front of your chest. And we're going to say Om Shanti 3 times. Feel free to repeat after me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your hands together and get them nice and warm. And gently rub them over your face without touching your eyes. Okay, I hope the shorter sadhana is working for you. And I hope you have a wonderful day or evening. Actually, I think for all of you, based off everyone I'm seeing on every platform, it is an end of the day for you. So have a wonderful evening. Practice as much as you can, even if it's just, of course, you're welcome. Even if it's just setting a timer every couple hours. If you could do it every hour, good on you. I will be honest, I do not do it every hour. I do this a couple times a day though. And it's wonderful. I mean, a good example is like right now, we are talking about like health. And like I keep, one of the things I have going on is I keep passing kidney stones. And it's, if anyone's ever done that, you need to stay calm. And so I just sit and breathe and and focus on my breath, smile at my body, and I'm aware and observing. It works wonderful. That's leads into another story for another day. Actually, I think I wrote a couple blogs on it on the website. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourself and love yourself enough to take care of this moment. Goodbye. Have a good night.